All right, today's episode of the College Prospect Podcast, I got an important question that any parent who's trying to help their kid accomplish something as magnificent or as big as an opportunity to to play college basketball, to earn a scholarship, those kind of things, is a question that you have to ask yourself as a parent. And you have to determine for yourself when it stops. And that question, and we'll get into it after the break, but it's when does the cute stop, right? Like when does it stop being cute? And, when kids are kids and, hey, come watch me do this, and they're dancing and you're like, oh, you're clapping and you're laughing for them, but they really can't dance. But, you're encouraging the freedom and the expression, and it's fun and it's joyful and whatever, or come outside, let me show you and shoot, and you go out there and shoot, and obviously they're not in a position to be good or great or whatever it is at what it is they're doing, but the joy of them doing it and trying it is what gets us excited, right? And so where's that line when that cute stops? And I think it's very important as you think about how to put your child in a position to continue to play a long time, you as a parent defining that line and determining it and helping your kid understand when the cute stops. Before we go further into that conversation, just a reminder, this show is presented by Wattsbball and the Watts Foundation, Game Changers for Life. Any of the philosophies, principles that you hear on this podcast are the exact things that we are stressing and teaching and helping young people develop in the gym. Whether you have a kid of your own that you like to get signed up, wattsbasketball.com is the location. Links are in the description. Or if you'd like to sponsor a child, or maybe even sponsor this show, reach out, Wattsbball, thewattsfoundation.org to sponsor a kid, or you can reach out to me directly through a number of resources to talk about podcast show sponsorship. All right. With that being said, let's get to the show. When does the cute stop? As a parent, right, and you're invested in your kids' game and sports, and I'm pretty crazy. I'll tell you a couple different examples of what I mean. So first of all, when my kids were young and AAU was starting, not starting, but people were doing AAU, say third grade, had a conversation with guys up at the Rotary, the best AAU program. They know our family's history and know that we're going to be, but they asked when we're going to start letting them play AAU or whatever. And I said, well, maybe middle school. And the reason why I said maybe middle school is because of this principle right here. Is because in third grade, I believe that my kids should be exploring, enjoying. The game should be cute. It should be fun. It should be, and then, with their neighborhood kids, they should be building friendships, doing those kind of things around the game. And I know that for myself as a competitive athlete, the second that I invested, not money, but more important than money, the time, the second that I went and committed to driving my car or getting on a plane and driving down to Portland or flying to Las Vegas, then it wasn't going to be cute no more for my kids. It wasn't going to be. I know that my expectation, because of the time I'm committing to it, would add an additional layer of pressure that wouldn't be appropriate for their development at that stage in their development. I wanted them to just love it. I wanted them to enjoy it. I wanted them to find something that they loved and enjoyed. It didn't have to be basketball. Naturally, it was basketball because that's what we were doing and what I was doing. But I wanted it to be, and I've actually told them, I told my kids, I said, hey, I'm not following you around gyms and, spending my entire weekend with you doing this when it's social for you. when you decide that this is what you want to do and you want to take it somewhere and you want to invest in being the best that you can be, that's when I'll do that. And basically what I'm saying is, what I was saying to them is, hey, when you know, when the cute stops, when it stops being a cute little thing that you do, then we'll take it to the next level. Until then, enjoy it. You know, let me see what you got, what you're working with. And then if you express a special interest and a special talent, then we'll pour into it. But when we pour into it that way, I know myself, I'm going to have a different level of expectations. So that was our young, experience. And I'll say this too, on a little bit on the, I'm not going to say the ridiculous side, but maybe a little, you decide. All right. My daughter's playing kindergarten soccer. It's cold outside. She's running up and down. Maybe it was first grade. She's running up and down the field. And we've been watching her, me, her brother. In this particular game, she's, it's raining, it's cold. Well, her and her mom she's giving her gloves. She's pulling the gloves off. She's doing during the game. Like while the game was played, instead of playing the game, instead of trying to get the ball, instead of trying to get the ball in the goal, she's and her mother are going back and forth with trying to deal with the weather and the circumstances or whatever. So after the game, we usually go eat after the game. So me, her, and her brother, we go eat, and I'm talking to this 6th grade girl, my daughter, and I said, hey, like we support you, all the time. It's cold out there. We got our hot chocolate and our coffee, and we will continue to do that unless you do what you did today. Unless when we come to see you play, we want to see you play soccer. If you're not interested, if you're picking daisies, we are not going to be there. And so in that instance, what I was saying to her is like, hey, there's a certain level of expectation that garners our support, right? Like, that was too cute is what I say in that circumstance. Well, as a parent, I really encourage you to define for your kids what you expect per your investment, and for your own sanctity, for your own spirit, for your own time, for your own well-being. Really define for yourself when the cute stops. Last week there was my son's playing at Wazoo, and he gets out on a fast break, and he threw a brilliant boom behind the back pass. They had it on the Pac-12 network. I retweeted it. It was really a nice play that kind of came out of nowhere and shows these flashes of promise that I think have the Washington State basketball community, their staff, the teammates really excited about the potential and what's possible for the basketball program, but also for him as a future leader, as a future face of these programs. So he has these flashing moments, and it's my daughter called, and might have been in the gym with Isaiah at the time, and she's like, "Oh, did you watch the game?" And I said, "Yep." She said, "Isaiah played good." And I said, "Yeah, he did some cute shit out there." And she said, "Stop." She said, "Stop messing with him." I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "He did some cute shit." And she said, "Yeah, but cute ain't good when it comes to you." So it's just when you think about, the standard that's established, and you think about, her being a 6-year-old, in that soccer, and then just us having that definition as a family, I thought it was pretty cute on its own in that conversation. But it also kind of brought it back to one of the reasons why I feel like my kids are where they are, because we established a standard and an expectation early, and we set the priority that there's nothing wrong with cute. There's nothing wrong with fun. It's not all supposed to be hard work, effort, energy all the time. The foundation of the sport is supposed to be that fun. It's supposed to be cute. It's supposed to be stuff you do with friends. It's supposed to be stuff you do in the community. It shouldn't always be a means to an end. It should just be, I play, I still play weekly. I was going to say every day, but that would be a lie. My knees and my back wouldn't hold up, and I wouldn't be able to pay my bills if I played every day. But I play. I still play. I love to play. And I love to play because the foundation of the game for me was established on the cute stuff. But then at what point, where's the time, where's the space where you do that on your own, and now it's an investment into a future? And, I have players out here that I've worked with that are getting master's degrees paid for playing this sport, players that were didn't have much recruitment coming down the stretch into their senior seasons, but we made those adjustments and we kept plugging away. And so very important, very lighthearted, but just an important thing to think about as a parent. I see a lot of parents in those stands who are frustrated with the process. They're frustrated with their own child's commitment, willingness to take risks, resilience as it relates to this game and what you have to fight through in order to be successful. And I just encourage you to make sure that the foundation is in fun, and that when it gets hard and it gets tough, when that's what it is, when you're fighting for positions, you're fighting for playing time, that you have a foundation that is fun, that you can kind of get back to the gym and do some of the cute stuff. I hope you enjoyed this show, little personal antidote. Hope it was helpful for you. If so, or if not, just reach out. Let me know what you think. If it's helpful, beneficial. It's not, if I need to shut down the show, I just want to hear something from somebody. Hit that subscribe button. As always, links to our programming is in the descriptions of the show. We'd love to see you in the gym. Peace, love, and basketball. Game changers for life. Out.